So what I have here today is every super treasure hunt that I have gotten. Most of them I've bought at stores, fair and square, and at least a few of them from eBay. A couple of them from a case I ordered from Walmart, one of those factory sealed case. Another one from a case that I ordered, a regular 72 one that I ordered from AJ Toys, and a couple that I've won. All in all, I think I have about 21 cars. At least 3 of them are opened, or actually 4 of them have been opened, and I've only ever found 3 of one, but I'm not trading anything here or selling anything here. But we'll start off with the first one that I've gotten, and that would be the Roadster. This one I actually found at a Walgreens store late at night. It's on the back of the pegs, and I'm not sure if this area where I found it is really known for Hot Wheels that much. There you go. And this was my first. And it was actually my first treasure hunt as well. I don't think I found that many treasure hunts that year. This was in 2015. And it was around Memorial Day weekend. I went to Irish Fest that day. Next one I found at a Dollar General. And this was at a sale. I think it was buy one, get 2 free. So this ended up being a lot cheaper than the dollar. And a lot of these cars end up being worth $20 or more. So I found it. It was in a shipper, I believe. And I found this in 2015. Next one is the 71 Dodge Demon. I found this in 2016. It was actually at a Dollar Tree store in a town that has a lot of scalpers and collectors. But I think mostly scalpers, because I've seen some of the people that collect out that way selling their stuff. Anyways, this was 2015 I found it. Or was it 2016? I'm trying to think here. I have my computer here. I'm looking at it. It looks like, yeah, the beginning of 2016 is when I found this one. Pretty cool. Not like maybe a month or so later, I actually found the regular car version of it. It's pretty cool. Let's see. The next one would be the 90 Acura NSX. I found it at a grocery store called Ultra Foods. That store is no longer around. And I got it when they were bringing out their Easter stock. I went through the whole thing. It was a shipper. It was a big one. I don't know what they call those kinds, but it has like 2 sides or more. And I found this in there. You can see the logo underneath on the bottom. And when I found this, I found a lot of regular treasure hunts, and I put them out for people. A lot of times people try to sell the regular treasure hunts 6-7 times the price that they're actually worth, and they're only worth maybe $2 at most if someone was going to buy it. Next one is a 69 Corvette. Now this one I won on an Instagram giveaway. I think this is from 2014. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Next one was also another Instagram giveaway. It's the TV series Batmobile. This one is probably pretty popular with a lot of people. And I was able to win it. Pretty cool. Next one is something I found at a flea market. And I didn't even pay that much for it. It's probably one of my oldest ones. I paid $1 for it. And I didn't tell people that it was a treasure hunt or what it's worth. I'm not even really sure exactly what it's worth. But to me, it's, worth $1. Usually don't pay more than $1 for most basic cars. Especially for supers. I usually just, find them. If I don't, oh well. That's pretty cool. These were in a year. I guess they weren't labeling them as supers or anything. Next one is Pikes Peak Celica. I actually got this on Letgo. I bought a bunch of cars from a guy, and this was one that he gave me. And it's got real riders on it. It's got nice gold wheels on it as well. Next one is one that I did find. I found this in a case when I bought a case online, and then I bought the factory sealed case, and then I got a bunch of cars, which the next ones are the ones that are going to be all from the factory case. Anyways, I also found this one in the wild around Christmas time. A lot of stores were getting in Hot Wheels, and I found a Super. About when I found the third one of these, I actually found, like, I was on a roll with treasure hunts because I don't find that many, usually 3 or 4 times a year. And I was able to find, I think, 6, 7 treasure hunts last year in 2017. And I got this one loose. I found this in 2016, the end of the year. Or at least the original one. This is the one that I opened. As you can see, here's the wheels. I think I might even have a regular version to show you out here. If I got it still. Yeah, I got it right here. Because I still haven't put the factory set away. So you can see a little difference. The paint's real different. Wheels ultimately different. And usually the hubs or the rims are usually what I look for when hunting. But nowadays they just don't put the numbers on the cards, which makes it somewhat easier. And you can thin out which ones to look for. Let's see. Next one is 16 Angels. I found this one in the wild. I actually found it at Walmart. I was coming home from a day trip and I stopped at Walmart, and they had like 6, 7 cases out, and this is what they had. This was around April of 2017, and this one I actually got loose as well. Not really the best supers, but if I find supers, I'm not going to pass on them. Because even if you don't want them, you could always trade them. It's got the nice white wheels on them, metal base. Other than that, it's not really the best super. And it's a Hot Wheels original. I forgot what they call those castings. Fantasy castings. Next one I found in a case that I bought. This was actually the factory sealed case, as you can see. So this wasn't really fair game. It was like I went out and bought it. And those cases, I think, were around $130, which was worth it to get the supers. Main reason I wanted it was because of the supers, so I could open them. Next one, I did find one at a store called Meijer. This one was actually pretty popular because people like Scooby-Doo, and it was popular with a lot more people. Also a factory sealed car. This is the one I got from Meijer. The paint was a little bad on this one. And I remember posting a picture on a local Facebook page that someone had just went to that Meijer. And they didn't see it, so I don't know how they missed it. It was on the pegs, I think. It's a pretty cool car. These loose ones I keep on a shelf since they're, supers. I don't want to wreck them and throw them around. Next is Carbonic. This is one I actually got on eBay. I think I paid $10 for it. That's probably exactly what it's worth. But I think the bid was $4 or $5. And then I had to pay shipping, which brings up the price. And this one, I actually won 2 of them. I didn't intend to do that. I intended to just get one. So I obviously had to open one. Here it is. It's a pretty decent car. It's not too ugly looking. And I wouldn't want to pass it up if I ever found it. Okay, the next one is Surf Crate, which I found at Food Flex. This was during my super streak, where I found like super, like almost every other week I found one. And this was one of the ones I found. I think this one's pretty popular with a lot of people. I think it's all metal. I believe the original casting had a removable surfboard. And I found this later at night, so I don't know when they put this out. Maybe the scalpers... There is a scalper in my area that actually goes store to store, because I've seen them at a few stores, and I've seen them selling the stuff. So, luckily I got it. Yeah. And it was up front, too. Which means that probably a lot of collectors didn't even go there. Next one was also a surprising find. Found it around the same time as the Surf Crate. Is this 17 Acura NSX Super in gold. The paint's kind of not as good as what it should be, but you know, it's a Super. I don't care. And this one I found in a dump bin around Christmas time, and it was actually right on top, which is very surprising because a real collector wouldn't pass this up. Or maybe someone just doesn't know what they're looking for, which sometimes happens to me, and I have to look up. Like if I see a car, usually I look for the case. I think this one was from F-Case. Oh, and don't ask me where I get these, because I don't even have a place to get the Protectos anymore. Usually if I get like a mail-in car, I might take the Protecto off. Like sometimes I order two, and I keep one that I open. Next one, this one was found on the same day as this Toyota one right here. Yeah. And I originally found, the one I found on the same day as this, I found at Five Below. Which a lot of people did find them at Five Below. Anyways, this is the 67 Camaro, which I found at Dollar Tree. They had this in a different spot than they normally did. This was in their like first aisle where they put seasonal stuff. And I also got the regular version with it. I thought of taking it out because I think that could damage the bubble. But for now, maybe leave it in there. And you can tell the distinct differences. Color on the paint, both colors on there, the flames are completely different than the red is. And the wheels are completely different. Usually, in the old days, you had to look for the treads, all kinds of stuff. Nowadays, just look for that missing number. Next one, actually found at a Target store. It's the Bone Shaker Ultimate Chase, I think, or Ultimate Super. I didn't really know too much about this when I found it, but I knew it looked weird, so I picked it up, looked at it, and had real riders on it. And then I looked up on Instagram, and then I found out it was a Ultimate Chase. Just pretty cool. I think people are selling it for around $40. Sometimes I keep track of prices just to keep track. And this was shortly after Target's like special day. I guess it was supposed to be like a Toys R Us style day. I guess they, or maybe more like K-Day, where they open cases. A lot of stores never got them, and I found this on a Monday after that day, and it was on the pegs, and everything was fresh on there. Pretty cool. I believe this is actually a real vehicle too. And I think I got one last Super, and that's this one. This one was actually kind of weird in finding. I found this in 2018 at a Jewel store, and a lot of times I don't look too good at Jewel because they just restock the old shippers, so there's a mixture of old and new. So I don't know if they got at least one case in, but I found this. They also had the Fandango regular treasure hunt, but in a different spot. So yeah, they just like to restock these. Other stores will just throw away the shippers and wait until they get a new one. And this was actually right on top. So no collectors came in. And it's a pretty decent super. Probably one of the best paint jobs for this Cruise Boozer super. And I think that's pretty much about it. I average about maybe 4 or 5 supers a year. I know other people can find like 6, 7 each Hot Wheels hunt. I don't do that. I don't go like to 20, 30 different stores. I usually just, go to whatever stores are near me at the time. Like if I'm going someplace, I might stop at Walmart or Target. Yeah. And sometimes the dollar stores come up pretty good. But anyways, that's all I can think of to say about this collection of supers I have. I think my next video that I'm trying to do is show you how I put my Hot Wheels cars into the computer, and I can show you what I do, what information I use, and maybe other people will do that too. I usually try to keep a list to keep track, like mainly with the regular cars. I don't want to buy 6, 7 cars I don't really want. Best thing is keep the receipts of every Hot Wheel you buy, because in case you have to return it if you have too many. Otherwise, it's very hard to sell. I still have a lot of Hot Wheels from when I was buying the cases. I'm trying to get rid of them at like $1. I don't really want to go lower than that. Then I'd lose a lot. I think they cost around $1.18 if you include shipping with the online price. And I, don't want to lose any more. So anyways, you can like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.